Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video. So this video is intended to just briefly explain some of the tools that I'll be using to work on this project. So the first tool that I'll start off with is the Trello board. Now to explain what a Trello board is to explain the term Kanban. Now Kanban is a method for managing work as it moves through a process. Now, it visualizes work on a board with columns representing different stages of work. Now, imagine it as a big board divided into lists, and each list represents a stage of your project. Now, within each list, you have cards. These cards represent individual tasks. Yes. Now, you can move these cards between lists as you progress with your work. For example, all these cards in the done list were initially in the week 1 to-do list over here. So moving a card from list to list is as easy as this. I'll show you just now. So I can just move this here and then put it to done. But I'm not done yet with that one, so it's still a work in progress. And then this helps you see what, needs to be done, what is still being worked on, and what has been completed. Now, the nice thing about the Trello board is that you can add due dates. I don't believe I've added any here, but you can also add details. I believe that I've done here. Here's a description. And you can also add attachments. Here we go. Hey, you see that you have that option for adding dates. I've added a checklist on this one. You can also add attachments, and yeah. So what I've added on this particular card is this as a cover. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, now, so you can think of a Trello board as a visual and interactive to-do list, and the nice thing is that you can share it with others and collaborate on projects. So yeah, this is my Trello board. It stretches all the way to week 4. But anyway, descriptions of those weeks will come as the project progresses. Now, the next tool that I would like to talk about is the Canva. Now, Canva is pretty straightforward. Well, the way that I use it is, if you're familiar with Microsoft PowerPoint or Google Slides, then the way I use Canva won't seem all that foreign to you. Uh, but I can assure you, it does more. It does way more than that. But I'll leave that one to you to explore. And yeah, you can find out what else it can do besides hosting your presentation slides online. Also, the mere fact that it's online allows you to collaborate with others in your presentation preparation. But your boy is a lone wolf on this one, so yeah. But I do invite anyone interested to collaborate with me on either this project or any other project that's to come. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, yeah, that's how brief my explanation of Canva is. So next I will talk about GitHub. Yes, the big and scary GitHub. But to put it simply, think about GitHub as a social network for developers, right? For developers and coders. This is a platform where people can collaborate on coding projects. I believe the hub, the hub part of the name is intended to communicate that this is the center. This is the center of coding projects. Now, Git on its own means or is a distributed version control system. Now, what this simply means is that the code stored on GitHub can be tracked for changes over time, and developers can collaborate together on software development. So the same kind of version control exists on Word documents. When you click on version history in the file menu, you'll be able to see the changes that your document has undergone, and Git kind of works in a similar way. And as you can see here, it shows you when the last changes were made to a particular file. So this one was last week, but this one here, the docs one, was yesterday. So yeah, it's a really nice way to just keep track of the changes that are happening in your project or your software as a whole. So this is what developers and coders use. Well, there are other systems, but yeah, I like this one. I prefer this one. And then next, I will talk about the infamous Jupyter Notebook. Now, I really like this. I really like this tool, especially as a data scientist. I'll explain to you why. Now, think of a Jupyter Notebook, right, as a digital interactive notebook for writing and running code, right? So in itself, you can write code, view results, and add explanations all in one place, which is what makes it ideal for data scientists to write reports of any nature that require processing of data. I'll show you a quick example of just what I'm speaking about right now. You see, there's a comment that I added right there. There's a bit of code there. And right underneath that code, I quickly see, I can quickly view those results of that particular code right then and there. Now, a Jupyter Notebook supports various programming languages like Python, R, and Julia. But for this project, I will be using Python. Now, the cool thing about it is that you can add text, images, equations, and interactive visualizations alongside your code. And I believe it's this versatility uh, that has not only attracted data scientists, but also researchers and students as well. It's a powerful tool for coding, data analysis, and sharing insights. It does this in a user friendly and visually appealing format, if I'm to say. Yes. So, yeah. All right. Those are the tools I will talk about because I don't want to bore you with too much jargon before the real exciting stuff begin. If I talk about any tool in the demonstrations to come that you do not understand, I would like to leave some room for questions to be asked and engagements to be had. So, with that said, that will be all for now, but stay tuned for more from Statistically Speaking with Itumeleng Kesebonye. Cheers.